everybody get ready. We need to start rehearsing and mixing it up. Come on, I haven't got all day. You go fix up the red room. And you need to enter from here and exit from there. What, ridiculous? Of course your part's ridiculous. But is it my fault that France doesn't send us any good plays anymore? God, all we get are the leftovers, like Pirandello's works, where nobody understands anything. What? What do you mean someone is asking for me? Can't you see that I'm busy trying to organize a play here? Who are you? What do you want?
Sir, we came here in search of an author. We were hoping to put on our story.
Your story? What do you mean your story? This is absurd.
Sir, life is full of infinite absurdities. To make something untrue sound true seems like an act of madness, but then that would make the entire acting profession an act of madness. Now, sir, think of this. Life can be found in many different forms, in plants, in animals, and in humans. Characters are also similarly alive, and we are prime examples of that.
So you and your friends are characters born from a book. I don't have time for this nonsense.
Sir, we're characters created by an author for a play, but he never put the play on stage, and we're only asking for you to help us put this play so that we can show everyone.
Yes. Let me show my passion for that man. Let us perform the play. Let us show you how this child is taken away, how this boy deals with life, and how the relationship between mother and son unfolds. Let us show you the disdain the son has for his mother and us, her bastard children. Wretch.
Oh God. Did she actually faint?
Yes, she did. Now get her a chair. Let me explain the entire story. This lady here used to be my wife, but then she fell in love with my secretary after we had a son together. So I let her go with him so that she could be happy.
She feels guilty for leaving her son, and yet she says that he was the one who made her go.
He did!
But weren't you happy when you were with my father?
Okay. This is interesting. All right, I'll let you act it out.
You'll regret that once you've learned the things he's done.
He even gave me money once in exchange for something else. It was in a blue envelope on a desk. I remember it quite well. I'm not sure if we could perform it as I was nearly naked at the time.
Wait, I can explain everything. Everyone has their own interpretations of the world, and to say that all our interpretations are the same is preposterous. This woman views my pity as cruelty, so please let me explain before you judge any further. The man she fell in love with worked for me, so I sent him away afterwards, but then she became depressed, so I sent her away with him.
Why did you take away my son?
You were depressed and you weren't taking care of him properly, so I sent her to live in the country, which wasn't a very smart idea on my part. But I never stopped caring about you. I even went to go check up on your new family.
That's true. He used to wait outside the school and watch over me.
But times have changed. She is now grown up, and the man she left me for is now dead. I became less interested in them, but I couldn't resist the temptations of flesh, so I went to Madame Pace's place.
Mother sold her pieces there. And the poor woman actually thought that she was making money for the family, when in fact it was my clients that were making us enough money to survive. One day an old client appeared, who turned out to be him, and Mother caught us almost in the act of finishing what he came for.
Wait, it's terribly unjust of you to judge me by that one act. As if all I am can be summed up in that one deed. She locked me in place, you see. She portrayed me as a pervert with this shameful and fleeting moment, even though there's so much more to me. But as an unchanging character, I can never escape this label.
Ugh, at least you're an unrealized character. My feelings aren't shown anywhere throughout the play.
Oh please, your snooty and aloof manner conveys your feelings perfectly. He always looks at us as if we're below him.
Anyways, the rest of the story goes like this. The son leaves, the baby and the boy dies, and then in the end, only the stepdaughter, the mother, and I are left.
Seems interesting. Okay, I'll let you perform it. Everybody listen up. You got a 20-minute break. And then we'll continue to play. Make sure you get back here on time.
I refuse. How can they film the entire scene there? Darling Rosetta, do you know what they want to do? They want to film the entire scene in the garden. Isn't it wretched? How mother neglects you for that pathetic boy over there. What's this? You should have shot the father and the son with this, instead of shooting yourself. That's what I would have done.
Dear, come here for a moment. We still have some things to work out.
What have I done to deserve this cruel treatment? Why let others see this?
But haven't I revealed what no son ought to? That I have a father who goes to these houses? That I have parents who don't live together or act as parents should? What have I done to deserve this?
Get the set ready. No sofa here, door here. We need a divan.
This isn't right. The sofa isn't that color.
This'll do.
And the table has to go here, and there has to be a screen here. What's happening?
Very well. This request is a bit unusual, but can you write down what they say as they perform their play? For now, simply study the scene that they'll be acting, since you'll be performing it afterwards.
But we are the characters.
Sir, characters don't act. They're part of a book, nothing else. The actors are the ones who will act out the scene that you show them.
But they can't truly represent us if they're only pretending.
Are you saying that you can act? Okay, now then, let's see. You're obviously the daughter, you the father, and you be the wife. Where did you need this envelope? Okay, anything else? Okay, first scene with daughter and Madame Pace. Wait, where is Madame Pace?
Let me see if I can arrange a stage that Madame Pace will be inclined to show up to.
That's not gonna call up another character. What sort of trick was that?
That wasn't a trick. That was the magic of the play and the attraction of the stage. And now we have a character to play Madame Pace, so we don't need any of your actors.
Speak up, the audience can't hear you.
This isn't the type of information you'd shout out for the world to hear.
But you have to make yourself heard, otherwise the audience won't know what's going on. Now speak a bit louder.
I can't. He was outside of the room at that moment, and he isn't supposed to hear what I'm saying. You just skip to my scene with father. All Madame said was the usual. The mother can't sew, and then I need to help support the family.
The man may be a bit odd, but he won't do anything scandalous.
You lying witch! You monster! This won't do. We can't have both of them here at the same time. Otherwise we won't get anything done.
No, keep going. Just calm her down.
Non fare la puttana. I will not work what she is to you.
Oh, come on. Just get on with the scene. Introduce the man and go.
Fine, then I will leave.
Well, make your entrance. And say the same thing you said to me that day, in that same cruel and unusual tone.
Are you controlling the play, or am I? Go on, make your entrance.
Good afternoon, miss.
Good afternoon.
This isn't the first time you've been here, has it? Then there's no need to be shy. May I take off your hat? I'll take it off myself. A pretty thing like you should have a smarter hat. Here, let me buy you one. Take whichever one you want.
No, as you can see, I'm in...
Oh, in mourning. Oh, I'm sorry.
Beautiful. That last part where he offered her the hat, did you see that? Now get off and let the professionals play this out. Well, what are you waiting for?
Well, of course, I'll go prepare my entrance.
And I'll put on my hat.
Good afternoon, miss.
Good afternoon.
Silence! Stop laughing! At this rate, we'll never finish.
But the manner, the tone! They try to be us, but they aren't us! It's disconcerting, you see?
We'll continue rehearsals later. So what happens after he asks why you're in mourning?
He tells me to take off my dress.
What? That's much too vulgar for the stage.
What do you want to do then?
We'll fix it.
What? Fix it? More like try to cover up this disgusting scene which reveals the cruelty and vileness of my life with a sentimental little snippet. How can you possibly show the extent of my disgrace or the terrible cruelty of his actions without this scene? I'm done with this.
Wait. There are more parts in the play than just yours. One character can't overshadow the others to a great extent. I mean, if we had it your way, every character would have their own little monologue, expressing their inner feelings.
But this entire play, his noble remorse, her endless torment, they all revolve around this scene. If you want the truth, make her leave.
No, I won't leave. I won't.
Well, I won't go up naked, but I want to show one arm, one throbbing vein, because that's what I remember most distinctly from that scene. I'll lay my head upon his back.
Not my daughter, you brute. That is exactly what happened.
Fine, we'll do it your way. Curtain!
You can't have the entire scene take place in the garden. The boy's in his room.
You have to understand, we can't change the scene too much as we will not have enough time. We will simply have to create the illusion of reality.
This illusion, which is nothing but a game to you, is our reality. Can you tell me who you think you are?
Why, I myself. I'm the manager.
You may be the manager, but aren't we all playing make-believe here? That gentleman, who is usually playing himself, is pretending to be me, but is not me. So who are you really?
A character is asking me who I am? How dare you?
Sir, a character is always somebody. Our reality never changes, because we never change. But human beings like you are always changing. Your reality today may seem like an illusion tomorrow, as your beliefs and thoughts change, and thus your life is less real than ours. Doesn't it scare you to know that your reality is so fragile, so easily changed?
You're philosophizing too much, sir.
Sir, my philosophizing is merely my way of giving reason to my very human suffering, as a man never reasons so much as when he suffers.
I've never heard of a character who philosophizes and talks as much as you do.
That is because authors often hide the liveliness of their creations, because characters with too much life begin to control their author, who follows their action and words, and finds it difficult to rid himself of them. I mean, such characters would never willingly allow an author to deny them life, and would tempt him or her endlessly to continue writing their story.
That's true. I tempted him more than anybody else.
Maybe he didn't want to put us on stage because you were so insistent.
Nonsense. He made me this way.
You all keep trying to convince me that you're characters, but you argue and philosophize too much.
But that would be taking away my raison d'etre, my reason to live. For every man does not live because he has to, but because he wants to give meaning to his own life.
If you keep with that mindset, we'll never get this done. We have to combine everything into one scene because we don't have time to change scenes. Everything will occur in the garden then. We need to give the boy some lines though, and he can hide behind a tree instead of a door.
Well, he has to leave first.
No! This has nothing to do with me. I said so from the very beginning.
Oh, don't worry. He can't go anywhere. He has to act his part.
You can force him to act his part.
There was never a scene between me and her. She just wants to act out her role.
Please, act out this scene with me.
I don't want to. He would just force me to come with you.
Don't you hear your mother asking you for a favor? Stay here!
Please, calm down. Now, what did you do in your scene with your mother?
I came out of my room and went out to the garden. And then in the fountain I saw the baby. I tried to drag her out, but it was too late. And the boy, after seeing the baby die, he took the revolver and...
My baby! My baby!
Don't worry, he's just acting. It's only an act.
This isn't an act, sir. It's reality.
Illusion? Reality? Oh, to hell with it all. Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. I can't believe I wasted a whole day on this nonsense.